Hi everybody, my name is Tommy, and today we're gonna learn about the long vowel sound E. It's like the review section of the long vowel sound E we've been talking about in ABACAD phonics. So are you ready to have some words that have the long vowel sound E? Well, let's begin. First thing I'm gonna tell you is that you see, from the E, could you see? These are different from me, the letter E, small E upon it doesn't have a line, and three. Then it has a line. Do you know why? Well, that is because if you say three, you say it like about 2 seconds. Three. You practically need 2 seconds. 1, 2. 3. But for me. So you see, 3 is different from me. You could say that, or you could say, I study about it on the internet. Probably a great choice. Yeah, you have an idea what you're talking about on what the internet is talking about. Idea. You have an idea what they're talking about. The screen, the mouse. Yeah, of course. Now, you could see that you just need to click that subscribe button, smash that like button, and make sure to tick on that little bell icon too. So remember to do that for 5 seconds. Now, are you ready for the first word? Me. Now, you see, me, it doesn't have a line at the bottom. Here, me. Could you see? Me doesn't have a line at the bottom, but three has. Me, you say it like it's short. Me, say it. Now for three. Now, three. You say it has a line, which means you need to say it for a long time. Now, this is special. Honey. If you hear my explanation about three, you might think if you want it to be long and have a line, you might consider only have 2 E's to make it have long. But how about this? Honey. It has E and Y, but it still has a line. Honey. This is the long vowel sound E. Could you understand? Or E, A. It also has a line, and there are other ones too. There are lots of types of ones. First, we're gonna learn about one. Honey. Say it. Honey. Now, for cheeky. This has 2 long vowel sounds. Now, if you could see cheeky, why don't we say I? The letter Y as cheeky. It maybe sounds like a little bit complicated. Now, if you say cheeky, maybe they won't understand. Now, you say cheeky. It has E, which represents the line, and Y that represents the E. Could you understand it now? If there is one, then they don't put a line. But if there's 2, they put a line. There's no actual like there isn't a lot of meaning for 3 long vowel sound E's in the line. Pretty. Now for seeing. Seeing. Say it with me. It has 1 long vowel sound and 1 short vowel sound. Say it. Seeking. Seeking. You're seeking. I'm seeking about something. Say it with me. Seeking. 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 Now you say it. Now, you see, when you look at this, you might consider now the next word is he. Say it with me. He. A boy. He. Now you say he. He is when you say someone that is near you. Now he is watching television, or he just swept the floor yesterday. Now you might think the word swept doesn't mean anything, but it's actually the past tense of sweep. Now for baby. Baby. This is an actual drawing. There. Baby. Say it with me. Baby. Now you say it alone. Now for beagle. A beagle is a type of dog. It says a sound like aroo. Like the howl of a beagle. That's what the beagle used to sound like. Like a howl of a beagle. Aroo. Now you see beagle. Say it with me. Beagle. Now you see. Now for seed. It seems like my idea drawing we had was right here. Or it seemed like you hadn't paid the bill for your ice cream. Now, seed. Say it. Seed. Now you try to say it. Now for seed. Squeeze. Like you squeeze into something. That's what squeeze means. Squeezed. Now squeeze like this. We have a bunch of people. And then you squeeze. Try to push the people away, but they wouldn't watch. That's what squeeze means. Squeeze. When you say it, push. Squeezed. Squeeze means like you're squished by something, then you squeeze out of it. Squeeze. squeeze. Now for C. 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 Like this. You're looking at something. I see the mail. Or I see the present. See, see, see. You see something. Now say, see is you look at something. But if it's not the letter E and it's the letter A, you still say it, see. But this time you are at the beach. Next to Z. C, C, C. You say it now. And when you do it, you get your hand to pretend your hand is a wave. Now you say it with the letter E. This time you look. C, C, C. Now for the C that I'm talking about, the beach. This one with the C thing that we say that it's looking in, we have that letter already. But now let's just review it a couple of times. C, 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 C. Now have you see what C is? Sea. Sea is something like it has sand and it also has water. Sea. 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 Now over the next part. For the next part, it is going to be really tough. Now, easy. Easy. Easy, like if you can get two pencils and juggle, it's hard. But if you get out a pen and you get out a piece of paper and you draw a stick man, it's easy. Easy. Hard. So you see, easy is just the opposite of hard. Hard means that it's hard to do something. You say that you cannot do it. But easy means that you can. Like it's easy to walk, but it's hard to run. Easy. Hard. Easy means it's easy to do something. Like easy to take the mail. But hard to lift a weight. Easy to get the mail. Hard to lift the weight. They've drawn an example about it already. There. Hard. There you could see it's hard to lift the weight. Since some weights are pretty tough. Hard. Easy. 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 Now for people. 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 Now for people, you might consider one person and two people. Could you say it differently? One person, two people. You say it differently, right? Like this. People. People means there's a lot of things that are moving. Now people means if there's one person and there are a bunch of people. Say it with me. people. Like this. There are people that are running. And there are people that are cycling with a bike. There, a person who's riding a bike. There. And there are some people who are exercising. That is what we call people. People. And if you are not sure what people mean, take your towel, erase the picture, then draw out a bunch of stick people. Then you could say that is a lot of people. Now for clean. Neat, of course. Neat means if you have a cupboard that has like a lot of books that are neat, that is what we call neat. Here are a lot of books that are made into a neat pile. There are books and other comics and stuff. They're in a neat pile. But for clean is like neat. Clean means something is clean, but neat means something is neat. Clean means if something is dirty, it is clean. But neat means something is messy, then it is neat. So those are like sometimes the same, but sometimes not. Now for scream. You scream. Here you scream and you scream. You scream all the way from here to 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 here. You just go up. Cry 1, cry 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You cry 10 times. That's an example. You scream 10 times, of course. Or you could go on the opposite side. Scream number 1, scream number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. Just like that. Pretty awkward, of course. Now, for the next word, it is going to be tree. Tree is like this. A tree is used to shape like this, and people usually draw like that shape. But for now, people draw trees more realistically, like this tree. There you get a shadow and color the shadow up. There. Some people usually draw trees like what I drawn before, but now people usually draw trees like this. Pretty awkward. For now, let's just move on with flea. Do you know what is a flea? Have you ever seen a small thing with only wings and 2 small antennae? Don't think it's a butterfly, and don't get fooled. It has a pretty big head and no patterns on its wings. That is a flea. A flea is a type of pest that likes to eat fruit and vegetables. Flea. When you say it, clap your hands. Sometimes you don't like fleas in your house, so you need to clap your hands. Flea. You say it. Now for the next one. Hungry. If you eat a burger, chomp, and you are still hungry. Hungry means you need more food. hungry. Say it, hungry. When you say it, you rub your tummy. Hungry, hungry, hungry. Now for clean. I've explained clean to you. If you don't understand it more properly, look into the word section and Grammarly for the word clean. Clean means to clean means to like from something dirty, like this is for example this is a dirty piece of, or maybe you could say dirty, something dirty, like or maybe something else, like a spoon. If a spoon is dirty, get some water and pour on the spoon, then the spoon is clean. Don't think that your house is dirty. Your house is always clean with a full layer of oxygen. 1 millimeter of carbon dioxide, 10,000 milliliters of actually called oxygen, or you could say OX, or the air that we breathe. So now for scream. Scream. Scream means to yell. Scream. Like this. Da. You scream. You make a loud noise. It's not like you're tapping a metal chair. That makes a loud noise. But if you scream, then it makes an echo, which goes back to your ear. Bounces on the wall, goes back to your ear. Scream, scream, scream. Now for she. Now does it mean for she? Well, you could see she is like he. But this time, when you hear she, it sounds a little more complicated. She is like the he, but you draw an S on the he. Then you have she. Like, what if the color pink missing? You just get a bottle of ink, drop the letter P down to it, and you have pink. Even though you can write pink, but the pink doesn't really come out. Sally. Now for cheese. Have you ever ate some cheese? Chomp, chomp, chomp. Well, mice love to eat cheese. Do you know why they like to eat cheese so much? Well, it is because of their diet. Cheese is mice's favorite food. Now for feast. Feast. What is a feast? Now pretend you're sitting at a big table. Then 100 more people come in. Then the table is set with thousands of pieces of food you want to eat. Then it's Thanksgiving. Now Thanksgiving is the day the people usually have a feast. A feast is like a celebration. A celebration of eating. Thanksgiving is the main celebration for the settlers to thank the Native Americans for helping them to grow crops. Thanks means they're thanking someone, and giving means the other person is giving the person who doesn't know how to do anything, give them food. So thanks for giving. Long time ago they call it thanks for giving, but now they call it Thanksgiving, since thanks for giving, it more sounds like we're thanking someone for forgiving us. That's a pretty dumb. But you just should say Thanksgiving. You're thanking someone for giving you something. I'm not saying forgiving you, but I'm saying forgiving you. Like, thanking someone because the person is giving you something. That's the main idea of the word feast. Now for beamed. Beamed. When you hear the word beamed, you might think you get a laser and you beamed the TV. But this is different. Beamed. Beamed is like when someone is like, they say that they like you, then you are beamed. Not like you get a beam and you shoot over your head, but beamed means that to like be embraced. Beamed, beamed, beamed. Now say it with me. Beamed, beamed, beamed. Now for worried, 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 worried. Worried means that you're afraid to do something or stuff. But now this is something you might have to deal with only a little teeny bit. Worried, worried, worried. Now for the word worried, you might think that you're worried about something. You're worried. Say it with me. Worried, worried, worried. Now, after worried, you might think that we go through 20 words already. Now, that's usually the total of words we have, but today we have a ton of words. We have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, like a bunch of words. Maybe about 64 words. So we need to split in half for our break. Like 32 words for the first and another 32 words for the second. So we've gone through about 20 words already, and now we have about 12 words left. Means for monkey, we're gonna stop. Break. If you're thinking it's 54, you might be a reckless person. You can get 5 and you see 10 to feed, then you get 5 and multiply 10. That's great. But now, if you have here, when you say that you need to find the number of the words, you might consider counting 5s. Now, for the next word, to come to our luck. Need, need, need. Now what does need mean? Well, if you could say need, need means that you need something, you want something. That's what need means. You're in need. I need money. Like you're in need. You need some money. Or I need food. I need some meat. I need food. That's need. Need. Now for meat. 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 Now for meat, you could say meat is like some type of fat that you have. Meat, meat, meat. Now after meat that we talked about, we're gonna make some long sentences with the word monkey. For the break, we're gonna have about a 5-minute break, maybe more. Now, for the first hand, you could see that for somebody who's still in make sentences. Today, we've learned about the long vowel sound E. Now we could say we make some sentences about the long vowel sound E. Okay? Now, for the first one we have trolley. Could you have any sentences about the word trolley? Well, I forgot my trolley at home. Trolley, trolley. It's like a type of suitcase. Now, deep, deep. The pool was so deep I could not dive. Deep, deep, deep. Now for quickly. I ran quickly. I actually outnumbered cheetah speed. Really ridiculous. Very, very, very ridiculous sentence. Now for free. After 2 months of spending time in jail, I was free once again. Now for monkey. Monkey. What could you say? Well, in the sentence with monkey, you might consider putting an S at the back of the word monkey. Like the monkeys were put into cages. Monkey, monkey, monkey. Now, you see, a monkey is an animal that likes to swing. Now for valley, 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 valley. For now, a valley is like the deepest valley. Do you know what is the deepest valley in the United States? Well, you could check it out in my next video. Valley, valley, valley. Now, what about a sentence that has the word valley? Well, you say valley, valley. I'm going to a trip to visit the biggest valley in the United States. For leaf, it's a really easy thing to make a sentence. Now, leaf, leaf, leaf. Like a leaf landed on my head during the fall. Leaf, leaf, leaf. Now for really, really, really. Really is like you really want something. I really want that toy helicopter. For each, you might say, each person can get 1 spoonful of mashed potatoes. Each. Now please, could you please give me some orange juice and a cup of soda? Or maybe a can of soda. A cup of orange juice and a can of soda. Please, please. Now look, that skyscraper is very tall. For me, like, you could put an S. The word squeeze, the word neat, means you have something messy and then it is neat. That's one way for me. Now for reached. I reached onto the bookcase to grab my favorite book. Reached, reached, reached. Now for tea. I had some tea with my friends. Glug, 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 glug. Now for being. Avoid passing out or maybe having a heart attack. You maybe have to take better care of yourself for being such a baby. Could you see the word being in my sentence? You must take more care of yourself for being such a baby. Now for eating. I am eating something. Eating. Like I and my friends visit a cafe where we are now eating burgers and sandwiches. Eating. Now for street. Now a street. A street is a path or lane that you actually drive on, like a car. You can drive a car on the street. I am driving my truck on the street. Street. For itchy, you might consider super itchy sauce. Put it on your body, then you're all itchy. Like when you're you have chicken pox. Chicken pox can have a disease to being itching. Itchy. You're itchy when you have chicken pox. Itchy. Now for eat. Eat is the same meaning as eating, but now look at it. Eat. Could you say, I am eat a sandwich? Not like that. For the word eat, you may consider putting an S. My mom eats a sandwich. Or I eat a sandwich. I eat a burger. Now for feed. Now I'm gonna get a little more complicated. Now we have to make a sentence with two words for feed and happy. What sentence will you mean? I feed the horse and it is happy again. Feed and happy. Just the right words. Now for these and green. I love these green shoes. Now for sleep and asleep. I am walking asleep on the sleep mountain. That you're sleeping and walking, like sleepwalking. Pretty good. Beaten and evening. I got beaten up in a boxing stadium and it was already evening. Now for the word somebody. What will you say somebody for? Like, could somebody help me get find my shoes? Somebody. So that is the end of all of our 64 words. A lot of words. It's like more than half of 100. So we've gone through a lot of words today. So now, see you and enjoy the next video of long vowel sound I. I've told you to click the subscribe button, smash the bell, and remember to subscribe too, so you could see more videos at studying phonics, other subjects, and English with Tommy. So see you.